say hello and welcome back for those who have already been watching the first half on our other stream. This is the Women's Supa-Liga match between the Scarborough Sharks in blue and the Western Devils in white. We've had a few technical issues this morning, but this is the second half, the very start of the second half, and the score is 2-0 to the Western Devils. Goal scorers are Lindsay McDowell for the Western Devils and Penelope Clayton for the Western Devils. And Shilcott taking the kick in for the Western Devils. Clayton. Oh, and a beautiful ball just cut out by Hocking, playing the ball back to Rachel Wilson playing the ball out for the Scarborough Sharks to the feet of Hocking. Ball down the line to McLean. McLean against Shilcott, and Clayton's come in for a 2v1. Ended up with the ball. McDowell now bringing the ball up. Clayton in the middle. Touches it around McLean. McLean's doing a good job putting pressure on her. Sends her backwards. Ilias. A big ball over the top by Clayton, looking for Erica Shilcott. Just going to quickly mention the lineups for these teams. For the Scarborough Sharks, we have number 16, Rachel Wilson. Number 4, Darshell Nadeau. Number 6, Ella Robertson. Number 3, Claudia Hocking. Number 11, Macy Moore. Number 12, Geordie Hensk. Number 9, Chloe McLean. Number 7, Lara Young. And number 8, Danielle Suckling. And for the Western Devils today, we have number 36, Andrea Priato. Number 44, Lindsay McDowell. Number 41, Louise Gishulbul. Number 1, Becky Musail. Number 37, Penelope Clayton. Number 39, Erica Chilcott. Number 42, Megan Conop. Number 38, Emma Ilias. Hocking bringing the ball forwards. Little ball into the feet of Lara Young. Just gets a tap to the ankle by Erica Chilcott, giving her a free kick. Lara Young down the line for more. Tries to do a little flick into the middle, back for the run of Young. Gets intercepted by the Western Devils, who are now breaking away. Gashubal denied by Rachel Wilson in a 1v1. Young now. Plays Hocking. Hocking takes on Gashubal. Dispossessed by McDowell. Wins herself a sideline kick in for the Western Devils. Conop tries to play a ball through to McDowell, cut out by Macy Moore. Ilias with space in the middle. Plays McDowell. That was Ella Robertson doing an excellent defensive job for the Scarborough Sharks, keeping McDowell out of that dangerous position. Gashubal with a left foot shot. That's a great save by goalkeeper Rachel Wilson. Priato back on the court for the Western Devils. Ball straight in the middle to McDowell. Lara Young with a quick break. Trying to take on Priato. Robertson, Hocking. Oh, and the ball's a bit skew from Hocking. Trying to play the feet of Lara Young. Priato instructs Shilcott to make a run over the top. Is that with the ball back at her feet against Macy Moore? Schubel. Beautiful ball down the line for Connaught by Priato. And a run in the middle by Priato. Shilcott back to Priato. And Connaught with a third goal for the Western Devils. Fortunately, I wasn't quick enough on the instant replay to show you that goal again. But it was excellent team play by the Western Devils. Priato getting herself straight through the middle to receive the ball in a couple of 1-2s. Oh, excellent turn by Claudia Hocking on Gashubal. And ball through the middle for Lara Young, just sends it right of the post. Good chance there for the Scarborough Sharks to get one on the board. Connaught down the line, just plays it out, trying to find Shilcott. Danielle Suckling now on the court for the Scarborough Sharks and on the ball against Gashubal. Nice little run into the middle and a shot from Suckling. Blocked by Priato. Clayton has space in front of her. Plays the ball straight into Lara Young. Lara Young with the shot. And that's one on the board for the Scarborough Sharks. And try and... No, unfortunately, the replay hasn't worked for that goal either. My apologies. Ilias now back on the court. Little flick over the top from Priato for Clayton. 1v1 against Macy Moore. Takes her on. Rachel Wilson made a few good saves so far in this game for the Scarborough Sharks. Oh, and a little flick over the top by Clayton. Bringing the score to 4-1. Excellent shot by Penelope Clayton. Western Devils currently top of the table. Against the Scarborough Sharks. Geordie Hensk with the shot. It's taken care of by Musail. Big ball to Shilcott. Can't quite get control of it. Moore Little flick over the top for Suckling. 1v1 against Ilias, gets it past her. And that'll be a Western Devils goalkeeper throw. Missile over the top for McDowell. The ball just runs out of reach for McDowell. Oh, and Wilson under pressure gives the ball to the feet of McDowell. Luckily, McDowell sends the ball just left of the bar. Hocking with a big run down the court. Wins herself a sideline kick in. Suckling with the shot. Scarborough Sharks still have possession of the ball. Ball down the line for more. Trying to take on Shilcott. Almost doubled up by Ilias, but Sharks keep possession of the ball. Hence gone the kick in for the Scarborough Sharks. Chloe McGlynn just stepping on the court for the Scarborough Sharks. Sends the ball left for Suckling. Just lets it fall at the feet of Nellie Clayton. Very experienced player. If you let the ball fall at her feet, she'll definitely pick it off you. Wilson for the Scarborough Sharks. Doing an excellent job in goals. Shilcott. Beautiful run by McDowell, and the ball from Penelope Clayton for a little tap in for McDowell's run. The score now is 5-1 to the Western Devils, as the Scarborough Sharks have just called a timeout. Excellent run by McDowell there in this replay. Can't quite see Nellie Clayton, but she's the one who played that ball through for the little tap in. Just slotted it past Rachel Wilson. Just going to take a quick little break for the timeout, and we will be right back.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
And welcome back to the Women's Supa-Liga match between the Scarborough Sharks and the Western Devils. The Western Devils up 5-1, but the Scarborough Sharks still looking to score, still looking promising, keeping possession of the ball. But some very excellent plays by the Western Devils have put them in a pretty comfortable position in this match, forcing the Scarborough Sharks to now play fifth man with Rachel Wilson moving forward as a fly keeper. Suckling playing the ball straight back through the middle. And that's a handball by the Western Devils. Rusile plays Bowman. Across the court for Gashuba, and great press by Chloe McGlynn for the Scarborough Sharks. Ball falls to the feet of Macy Moore. Little flick to Hens, gets around Bowman. Some promising individual skills by the Scarborough Sharks. If you watch small snippets of their possession, you wouldn't think that the score is 5-1. Suckling now, bring the ball forwards. Has more across the court. McLean in the D. And the ball from Moore straight to the hands of Musail. McLean now pressing again for the Scarborough Sharks. Beautiful header from Hensk to Suckling for a left foot shot. That's a great save by Musail. Hensk. Moore against Bowman. Down the line for McLean. McLean maybe just made her run a little bit late for that one. That's a timeout just been called for the Western Devils. We'll be back in just a second. Righty, and we're back from the timeout. There is currently 4 minutes 50 left on the clock. More for the Sharks. Ball in the middle to McLean. Takes a bit of a dodgy touch, and Ilias sending the ball straight into McLean's face. She looks all right, though. Good pressure from McLean. Copping it in the schnoz. Robinson putting great pressure on. Sharks really need to press at this point in the game just to get a few goals back. Potentially too late for them to walk away with the 3 points, but they can definitely lessen the score margin. Wilson setting up her wall for the Western Devils direct free kick from a handball by Suckling, I believe, or maybe Macy Moore handball the ball for the Scarborough Sharks. Ilias plays Priato in the middle. Oh, and well cut out by Suckling, who now breaks forwards for the Scarborough Sharks. And Priato does an excellent defensive job. Another very experienced player for the Western Devils. It's hard to get around Priato in a 1v1 situation. Moore, excellent footwork and a great run by Moore. Oh, and McLean just made the run in too early. The ball from Suckling went to where she was. If she'd received the ball where Suckling played it, it would have been excellent for her team. She would have been past pretty much every defender on the Western Devils side. Oh, and a It's touched by McGlynn, lets the ball fall to the feet of Chilcott. McDowell, and McGlynn does well to recover for her team and get the ball back. But she's dispossessed by Ilias. McDowell, Ilias, and Chilcott now. Chilcott on the ball with a shot. Again, Wilson does an excellent job stopping the score from being 6-1. And a 1v1 again against Wilson. And Rachel Wilson with another great save. Priado now. McGlynn looking to press. That's great pressure by Robinson for the Scarborough Sharks. Unfortunately, Western Devils still got the kick in. Robinson again pressing up against Priado. Oh, and she's just let her run straight past her. McDowell now. Priado at the back post. Priado missing an easy tap in after I just spoke so highly about her. Suckling now. Scarborough Sharks playing fly keeper. Rachel Wilson pushed right up into the top left corner. Robinson against Priado. Ball's back to Suckling. Maisie now can take on McDowell, gets around her. Chilcott coming in to help. That's great defensive work by Chilcott against fifth man. And the ball's still in, meaning the time's still counting down as we're in stop clock time. Suckling was looking for Wilson's feet, just sent it a bit skewed. Sharks need a press. A few gaps in the pressing. Oh, but Lara Young gets the ball to her feet. She's against 3 Western Devils. McDowell. Almost running into me. Suckling again. Sharks making a bit of movement in this fifth man. That's going to be key to this fifth man against the Western Devils, who are a very experienced side. Moore plays Suckling at the top. Suckling with a little fake. Maisie with Lara. Oh, and the ball from Lara straight to the feet of Clayton. Just enough time for one more shot. Oh, and the ball's just right of the post. Lara Young. Rachel Wilson, I should say, almost getting onto the end of that ball. And that is full time for this Women's Superliga match, seeing the Western Devils 5 and the Scarborough Sharks 1. Goal scorers for the match were Lindsay McDowell with 2 goals, Penelope Clayton with 2 goals, Megan Connop with 1 goal for the Western Devils, and Lara Young scoring the 1 goal for the Scarborough Sharks. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back with the Men's Superliga match between the ECU Jets and the Perth Pumas.